Honorable MEC for Sports, Arts and Culture. I've got good, I'm not sure whether bad news. The MEC, just approached by Kalawa Jasmine, Baki Baya Koli Sangalu Ogwentagele. That is not their culture. Baya Koli Sa MEC, Mbali Shope, that is not their culture. Next, it's my boss, Minister of Transport, Minister Fikile. No, not Razmataz. He used to be Razmataz Sports Culture and Fund. Now he's Mr. Fix It. Mbalula. Uyabopa lo baba. Ufana no Faith Chovicho Mazibu. Bayabopa. Amapoza wa. It is ironic. It is ironic to learn that Mjokes passed on a week when we were observing. I'm referring to traffic, government, Minister of Transport, the 6th United Nations Global Road Safety Week, which started on the 17th to the 23rd of May 2021. Mjokes died the last day of the campaign, the 23rd of May 2021, which is ironic when we were out to ensure that, we promote road safety across. On stage, let's welcome Minister of Transport, Minister Mr. Fix It, Bopa Mbalula.
Thank you, Program Director, Bra Ops, to the bereaved family, Agutlanga Lungatlanga, to the children. Your father wrote a book, and it's up to you to live up to it. And you spoke for yourselves. To his entire family, his wife, his parents, City Tutu. To Kalawa Jasmine, his colleagues in the music industry. We say Mjokes has not died. His spirit lives on. It's up to you to keep up his good name through his talents and many other things that he has done in the promotion of culture in our country. And I know that I didn't come here because I want to speak. I was supposed to be with you yesterday. I couldn't because of government commitments. And I know most of you think that you are neglected. Nobody cares about what you do in the democratic government. But we come a long way with you. We come a long way for freeing our people from the bondages of oppression and through your music. And I just happen to be one of those people who happen to be at the right place at the right time and took up upon ourselves to make it a point that our elders in the ANC and government recognize what is now known as Kwaito. Because bo Oscar ne babina dina tsa bo re kuku ke kuku yona ke yona. So batho ba baholo they ran away. Botebe and all of that. And we had to bring this thing close to them, to understand that this is an explosion. He said South African identity is the youth of our country who are defying all odds and saying we are who we are, not because of the identity of the Americans. And they craft their own. And Eugene talks about it as the township rap when he talks about Kwaito. Kwaito was highly contested. And Mandla Spigiri and them, through the dangerous combination, and Oskido and Bruce, they came with their own, and it had a bass. And when I came here, I was listening to Tebati Sisogola song. And when you listen to that song, the bass of it is Mandla Spigiri's production. Before Mapiano is something now that is reproduced. And to be what it is the continuation of the South African, what is called the popular culture of the youth of our country. And then came Boom Shaka. Bolebu, for the first time, Babonza Batumatwele. And then Bomme Balabari, Banababa Yitzai. And then they introduced the music without the band in the background. This is the degeneration of music. Baba Palantwenya dead. Music without the band at the back, and you only mime and sing. And that was Boom Shaka. And then they were called the Boom Shaka generation. And then we said, who said they were born free? Because that represented their own identity. They refused. That is why hip-hop in the formula of the Americans did not tick in South Africa. It became what it is up until hip-hop, Panzula, and all others. Botuk Singanga from Fikile, they started their own thing. They started to rap in their own vernacular. And then it started to tick. But AKA and the rest came in the game and commercialized it and make money out of it when there was no money out of hip-hop, but it had a South African identity. And where did it start? From Trompies, Kalawa Jasmine. All of these guys. Mauta Spigiri, Eugene, Mjokes, Jairus, Jagarumba, Oskido, Bruce Sibito. They started to transform music and produce groups like Mafikizo and produce groups like, and gave it an African flair and became to what you enjoy today. And they transformed music. Kimanga Buditsing, Sweetie Lavore, Nagetsama La Fonte, Laetseva La Fonte. Kim Jokes. And that is what they gave to us in terms of our culture. Today it is in existence, not in extinction. But there was a foundation. Long before us, there was many others. Yuma Sikela, Letambuli, Miriam Makeba were suppressed. But they defied all the odds. Don't feel dejected and think that we don't understand where you come from. I know myself, I'm Minister of Transport now. And Eugene complains and he wants me to be Minister of Arts and Culture. I don't want to be Minister of Arts and Culture. Because I'm not Chaletemu. So, where I am, I manage a lot of billions. I'm saying that in jest. But the reason why they cry is because they feel neglect. They feel like we don't care. We are just ministers of condolences. Because the Minister of Arts and Culture should be the one who's speaking here. Not because he knew jokes. And Mbali is my comrade and my sister. and he was a president of the SRC in Vets. And he's a youth league. Walter Sisulu taught us that never move away from your own. You must always be there, not because there is money. I became friends and a groupie of Trompies not because I had money. Nababonke, Mjokes was my brother. I might have never known you as his kids and his wife and everything, but he was my brother. Unarata utsuba too much. And I loved him for that. Marananik Satsubi. But in a root ana manda kibaga ufela batsi. One is, because of my responsibilities in government, I might have lost touch. My life with him Mjokes date back 20 years back. Rudula mo kalawa mo. Kinali music e kuwentseng li Fikile. Track number 9. Manda. Utshwantse bapa le pina eo chief itla rekisa no. So we used to sit there. I introduced Julius when he became youth league. I was introduced by Peter Mugabe. And the priest, when he refused me to speak at Lebu Mathosa's funeral, Kitsama le musadi waka, ahana muruti a bona batho ba tletse a re ska ka bua mo. Ha ke tsebe ke mo entse moruti o ke mo nketse mosadi o re eng ahana ke bua mo. And Lebu was my sister. So we come a long way. It doesn't start now. And I'm pained by Mjokes passing away, because I don't know what happened, but we leave it in God's hands. Baruti bating re. You will be great, you will be good, because your father taught you well. He was a tiger and a lion in his own way. He used to tell me about stories trying a farm somewhere in Northwest. We used to talk and talk. He was brave. He was not materialistic. He believed in his talent to achieve whatever he wanted to. He didn't depend on other people. I was a minister. He would have knocked on my door every day and night because we knew each other, but he never did. But government in ya rona le ba khethile ka o tshepe le rona re bona re kentse di sutumo tse chipi tse nyane tse tswang China ke boshodu fela mo wa utsuwa. Mjokes never stole anything from anybody, and you must be proud of your father that out of so many useless people, some of them are criminals, Mjokes was not. He died an honorable man. And he died with his boots on through his own talent. Whatever happened, we must never behave like people who've got no hope. There is hope because there was some Mjokes. And he planted a seed. And because of that, we must survive. And we must live on. And the talent that Mjokes lived for and espoused and demonstrated to all and sundry to know who he was, it must never die at Kalawa Jasmine. You know, I feel like crying because I always wanted Kalawa to succeed. I did, and I will still do many things. I don't know what, I don't have money. Motsepe gives money to everybody who moves, has got a heartbeat. But me, my money, I would have given it to these guys because I saw them in studio doing the thing that they love. And I've seen many young people multiply because they wanted to be like Manda, wanted to be like Oskido, wanted to be Trompies, and wanted to be everything because of them. Yes, as time goes on, we invest in such things, for that talent must not die. And that is what we must be about as South Africans. We must know where we invest and invest our money, especially as black people. Because Ronanto Tsunyana tse, motho a qala kreya masentjana, ha o tsebe le re tšhelete o isa kae. O bona ha sa tshwere hore o na iya bohlaswa so tšhelete motho. I will put my money where it matters most. Develop talent. Because not all of us are talented to pass with distinction and become doctors. To be in art and sing and produce, it's a talent. Sometimes that talent does not have certificate, but it's talent, and you can live out of it. Just like playing football. Not talking about teams that lose every weekend, but I'm saying football. Just like playing football, you are talented. God has given you the talent. You can express. And out of it, you can put bread on the table. Art is a talent, but it's a culture. It's not just something that is just come and visit you at night. It is something that is given to you by God, but it's a culture. And this culture evolves, it's not static. Mjokes unatlatsho. Iyatsamaya. There are others who will be even better. There are other genres that did not even sustain a Saturday. They diminished. But never pizza the king of Kwaito is the king. And then Bo Oscar Baitsapina Bari king of Kwaito, we are Kaula. We know those things. Those were nice fights. And all of that. We know these things. And then the culture grew. But it was not inimical. And then it brought in politics into it. So there was never a divorce between politics and music and the culture. South African youth have surpassed Nigeria today. I was talking to others, they are in Ghana, they are playing piano there. In Ghana. And then they sing and they get so elated and jubilation when they see Puff Daddy dancing to piano. They say piano to the world. It's because we have arrived. We are evolving, we are getting somewhere with what we believe in. So Eugene, don't be angry, my brother. Everything shall be good. And what you believe in, stand for it. Where we do wrong, say it. That is good. But now lebu aushwile. Ubaba utswa batho. Ba utswa chelete di artist. And you are doing the right thing. I know others at your back, they are laughing. I know when you don't attack Mbali as a person, you are raising an eye, because sometimes le rona government thing ya rona re ulanya mautu. And skala tshaba o bua ntwe. Ha ulanya mautu ha o tshoro wa senya. Yale when I conclude bra ops ka ba traffic cop ke a bona o eme ka moraga re ke qete. Wa bona ha o fuwe mosebetsi o to minister wa transport or o to minister wa dintho. Wa bona tshwantse o bona le rona le minister e seng sethotsela. Obane la ebe le nna ke na le mathata batho ba di train mara at least le a tseba rona le minister wa transport wa ema Mbalula o buima batho ba di taxi ke bana mona ba mpatla mona ke re andizi yale a le minister wa arts and culture a ke re arts ke ntho ya batho ba ratang dintho tshwantse ema o be a rabona yale re pata Mjokes minister ayo utla reng Eugene Sabini yale a a ka tshwanna o bua ntho tseo bane tla ba e ka re ke bua bohlaswa o ke ba patuwa motho seganka sa di-taxi o no patuwa ntate o mongwe wa treasury ya di-taxi mo ba re ke NTA batho ba ba mmatšhetsa ba ke ile mo ka lo mpata mo jale batho ba rona a se gore ba lla gore ba batla tšhelete in o tshwantse o ema-eme o be hara bona o bona le o roteng jale a Ramaphosa o file mosebetsi kapo mang a o file mosebetsi ha o fa mosebetsi gore o lo robala moo o tshwantse o ema-eme ha o bitswa ministera wa metsi ho tsebi gore ke o lo dulang a gona o le marra mo tseba o ska ba o thu ke mang kana jwale a se gore batho a ba rate lekgotla ba rate ANC a ba rate puso a re ke re bonale bathong o shuwe mo Mjokes ha ona maponesa a matjhammo left and right ba dula ba puta no puta di left and right tseo he wara mare wena motho a tshwereng batho ba Mjokes phela ke snatla tshwantse o ikhutlhure o be teng mosebetsing la ebe neng o no sa motsebe mare o tshwantse o be teng o ba o shwele snatla o ile bathi the tree of the baobab has fallen batho balla o tlollisana le bona mosebetsing ona o moholo bana le ngona o ke ba wa hlokala mo o ska ba teng mare o re o tshwere mosebetsi o tshwana ka no ipitsa DJ but o DJ ya nonsense mare o DJ la batho re etsa mosebetsi wa di artistic o thabisa batho is to bring what is called the reconstruction and development of the soul o re dule re thabile ha ke batla ithabisa ke qabane le nozuko ha ka mole ke bapale le bo Mathosa ke jike ke le one ke moshebe ke ro antse nna ne ke tsamaya le bo le bo Mathosa se ka nqala ke bapale pina ha ke kena ba re se gia ngengoma pina yo kinya mosebetsi usimu futhung impa o kena mosebetsing ka baka la pina ke mosebetsi wa di artist tseo somebody has worked overnight day after day minute after minute to produce that song you enjoy wena ona re no ke ntho etsaetseng bosiu fela dipina tsa etsaetseng overnight a di rekisi pina wa e bapala o itlwele after 5 days o khutlele o yona o khutle after 2 days and then o repay le mtjana ba master ba ilukise yale ka nna le mandla speaker msebetsi re o etsa ke a leboha o ba le lapa le kala wa Jasmine o mpha motsotso le sebaka sena hore ke mo lebohe le MEC wa ka comrade Mbali ke lebohe everybody. It is a privilege to be here. This man was a giant. He was a friend. He was politically aware. Very aware. He was not any other thing. He was a good human being with a great humility. You could sit down and talk to him for hours. He never complained. He always worked from the back room. That is why even in Trompies you never knew that there is a man called Matsane, Mjokes. But is the man who was prolific in his talent and produced most of the hits you dance to. Ke mang ya boditseng Sweetie Love. That voice, Kiel. But that is who he was. He was a team player. And these guys, Trompies, they've managed to be together for decades. They are still together. Not that they don't have differences among themselves, but they are still together. Among them are produced DJ Mahuta. Mahuta ki DJ. Hari Jaifi ki Mahuta busiu le motshehare. Wa re Jaifi sam. Una le mthako mo mbareng ke fed cook. Mthako ke yena na bapala dirty for Trompies. Mar no bana le band ya bona. Mar there is no beef, there is no jealousy. Mahuta is flourishing, is doing his thing, but is still having Trompies. Can we learn something out of that? Can we learn something out of that? Baitsukulela bo Jaros, bawa batsu, mona emimu. Wabot, marabate motho ba itsukulela ba ya pele ba wa batsuwa ba ikela pele ba etsang, but they still believe in the art and they believe in themselves and what they can do for themselves. Bo Oskido and all of them and everybody. I mean, what they have produced, Mafikizolo, you can name them. The group diawa ditsuwa ba kae ba le ba ne ba jaiva ba bitswang ba le ba ne ba jaiva iteng group ya mapantsula ba ne ba likanisa Trompies. Alaska. How shame. Bungata ba bona ba hlokafetse, but may their soul rest in peace. But they are still there. Alaska. Alaska was produced here at Kalawa. Wabon. Ake ba fana baka. Lalka tsamale malema marketing. So these guys have given us a lot and they are still going to produce. And I commend you to God and wish you all the best. Don't give up hope. Don't cry like there is no hope. Your talent will make you survive. And when God gives, He gives in a big way. We are still here with you. Don't give up. Ki a leboha bomme le bontate le ba lelapa la Matsane. Ki leboha haholo. Ke re Modimo a le hlonolofatse. Ke leboha le baruti ba tla ema ka pela rona ba re tshehetse. Ke a tseba hore le latlhetswe. No words are bigger than what you have lost. This man was loyal to you, to his family, and I'm so proud that he has raised children. Kure ki ipona in him. And I look at you, my kids are still young. When he said to you that one day I will die, you must stand up for this and that. And then I look at my kids, they are not even next to you. You are blessed. You can stand up on your own. You can count your blessings. And you can be who you are because He raised you. Some of us, we don't have that. Thank you very much, Kialebu. Enkosi.
Thank you, Minister, the Honorable Minister Fikile, Mr. Fix-It Mbalula.